Hello students, welcome back to your biology class. I hope you all are fine and are safe at home and are revising the lectures, all that lectures to my video lectures. So keep revising them. So today we are going to discuss the next video lecture, and we are going to study various organ systems. So let's come to the slide. So learning outcomes. After completion of the topic, students, you will be able to define and identify organs of nervous system, excretory system, skeletal system and reproductive system. Student, one thing that should be clear to you, that all these four systems, nervous system, excretory system, skeletal system and reproductive system, all these are not coming this time in your exam. Clear? These are only the reading portion, so watch the video carefully and try to understand all the system, how they work, and what are the function and role of each organ in that system. Next, you will be able to outline the structure with the help of the diagram, and you will be able to explain the functions of all the above system mentioned, that is the nervous system, excretory system, skeletal system and reproductive system. Coming to the first system, that is the nervous system. So nervous system is a system of organs which control and coordinate all the activities. Means all the activities, which of the body is maintained by or controlled by this system, which is called as a nervous system. And nervous system is consist of three parts, following parts, that is the brain, spinal cord, nerves and sense organ. So all the messages that is carried by the brain, that is all that is collected from the body by the brain, and brain it then resolves the thing and then send the messages how the body has to work, and the body that will work according to the command given by the brain. So let's study one by one all the parts of this nervous system. So first is the brain. Brain is a delicate organ. You can say it's just like a walnut shape, and it's a delicate organ and is protected by the skull, and generally the size of the weight of this brain is 1.35 kg. And basically brain, it is also called as the master of the body, as it gives command to the whole body, and the whole body it works like that. Functions of the brain, and basically it controls all the human activities. As the nerves inside the brain, they are present in a crisp-form manner, like they are in a crossed form. So that's why right portion of the brain, it is controlled by the left part of the body, and the left part of the all the function is controlled by the right part of the body. Is that clear? So all your memory, your intelligence, your recall, all the things, we have different chambers with different stores are there, different rooms are there in the this brain, which control all the activities of our body. Let's go to the next slide. Next, come to the spinal cord. Spinal cord, you can see here in the picture also, is a tube-like structure which is attached to the brain. All the messages that brain receives, that is in form of signal, and that signals are called nerve impulse. So spinal cord is basically, it sends the messages from the nerves to the brain, and it is a long tube. It is just like a rod-like structure which is present at the back side of your body and inside the bony structure, and that bony structure is called as a vertebral column, and this column is 50 centimeters long. And as I have already explained you the function of spinal cord, it sends the messages, it carries all the messages from the brain and send it to the all parts of the body, and also receives the messages from the nerve from the body and give it to the brain. So it acts as a messenger. Let's go to the next organ. that is the nerves. So nerves basically, as I have told you, there are billions of nerves are present in our body, and these nerves are also called neuron or the nerve cells. And these nerve cells, you can see in the picture also, they carry the messages throughout the body. And these messages basically how they travel in form of an impulse and in form of an electric current, and that electric current is called as a nerve impulse. Means all that messages when a body gives that passes to the brain in form of an electrical signals, and that electrical signals that are called as a nerve impulse. So you can see there are billions of nerves which are called also neuron cells are there in our body, which gives the message or which passes the messages to the brain. Brain solve that messages and finally give command to the whole body, and all that message again come back from the brain to the body through these nerve cells. Let's go to the next slide. So types of nerves, here we will study two types of nerves. One is called as a sensory nerve and other is called as a motor nerve. So sensory nerve, basically what they do, they receive the messages from the sense organs. Like we have our hand, skin, we have our eyes, we have our nose. All these messages are received from the outside environment by these sense organs, and nerves present below these sense organs, they receive the messages from these organs and send that electrical messages in form of electrical signals, and finally messages will move towards the brain. And in return, brain again it resolves the problem, it resolves the solution, it receives the messages and sort out that problems, and then again send the messages to the body again through different nerves, and that nerves are called as the motor nerves. As motor nerves, they carry the command which is given by the brain to the body, to the whole muscles, to the body. So such type of nerves, they are called as the motor nerves. And nerve which receives the messages from the sense organ and they passes the messages to the brain, they are called as a sensory organ. So basically there are two type of nerves, which one is called sensory nerve and other is called as a motor nerves. Coming to the next slide, that is the sense organ. So sense organs, as I have discussed, we have 5 sense organs, and like nose for smelling, tongue for taste, skin for touch, eyes for vision and ears for hearing. All these sense organs, they receive the messages from their senses from the outside environment, and they passes that information through the nerve cells. That special nerve cells are called as the sensory nerves, and these sensory nerves, they help to pass the messages from brain to the whole from body to the whole to the brain. Next is, do you know? So by the age of 5, a child's brain reaches 90% of its full weight. It means till the age of 5, complete brain development will be of a child's brain is there. Next brain shape is like a walnut shape, and we have about 10,000 of taste buds. You can see on our tongue, you can see in this picture over here. So we have approximately 10,000 taste buds are there on our tongue. Not sweet, sour. These are different types: sweet, sour, salty, and bitter. So these all types of taste buds, they are 10,000 in number. And we can blink our eye in an average about 6 times in a minute. In a minute, we can blink the eye for 6 times. Next system we are going to study is the excretory system. So excretory system basically is a system which helps to remove the waste from the body. It helps to eliminate the waste which are not required in the body, and that waste is in form of urine. So part of this excretory system, let's study. So let's study the excretory system. So excretory system is the system which helps to eliminate the waste from the body, and different organs or excretory system, which we also call as a urinary system. They are a pair of kidney, a pair of tubes called ureter, a bag-like structure is there which is called as a urinary bladder, and finally a tube is attached to the bladder which is called urethra just to pass out the urine. Next we are going to discuss in detail about the kidneys, which is a part of the excretory system. As I have already explained you that there is a pair of kidneys are present. So pair of kidneys are present, and these are basically brick-like structures, red in color, and their shape is bean shape. Kidney basically is the main organ of the excretory system. It filters out the waste product from the blood. It just kidney collect all the blood, and from that blood it collect the waste which is not required by the body, and that waste is in form of yellow colored liquid, and that liquid is called as the urine. Urine finally basically is made up of consist of water. In 95% of water is there in that urine, and 5% of salts are there which are not required by the body and which are toxic, and finally they are passed out from the body through the tubes which are called ureter. So after kidneys, they are present at the back side of your body, below this chest region at the back side, that is near the vertebral column, lower side of the vertebral column. And these connected kidneys, they are connected through a tube. That tubes, these are called as a ureter. So you can see here in the picture two thin walled tubes which are called ureter, which are basically connected upper side from the kidney and lower side with the bladder. So these ureter act like a passenger. They passes the urine from, and they collect, and they take the urine which is collected in the kidney and then pass it to the bladder. Next is the urinary bladder. You can see it is a bag-like structure and which stores the urine, and for time being, and human being they excrete about 1.5 to 2.5 liters of urine every day. So it is a storehouse of you can say in our body, which temporarily stores the urine. After when our bag is filled about 700 milliliters, so we have an urge to pass out the urine, and we finally pass out the urine through an opening, and that opening, that small tube-like structure through which urine gets passed out, that is called as a urethra. Next is the other excretory organs. We have discussed about the urinary system. So basically urinary system is helped to remove the excess of waste from the body, and that excess of waste is in form of urine. Now we are going to discuss about the two more excretory organs. One is about lungs and other is about skin. Basically below the skin we have the sweat glands are there, and that sweat glands, they are helpful in removing the extra salts and along with water that gets removed which is not required by the body. Similarly, lungs, they help to remove the carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is toxic, we don't require it for our body, so it is removed generally through the process of respiration. Next we are going to discuss about the skeletal system. So skeletal system basically it has many functions. It helps to provide the shape to the body, it gives framework to the body, it helps in movement of the body, it also helps in the movement of muscles, it protects our delicate organs that we have already discussed in our in class 5th lectures also. So we have in general 206 bones we have. So skeletal system we are going to study next. So skeletal system, human skeletal system is consist of skull, bone, backbone, ribs, bones of arms, legs, hip bones, we have already discussed. We have human skeletal is made up of 206 bones. Children, they have more bones, and that's why they are more flexible. But with the passage of time, when they are start growing, then become adult, their big bones they get reduced, and total number of bones we have 206 in number, and these provide framework shape to the body. Next, we are going to discuss the function of skeletal system. So first we have discussed it provides framework to the body, it provides shape to the body, it helps in movement. With the help of muscles we can move our body, and also it protects the soft delicate organs like our heart is protected, lung is protected, all the internal organs these are protected through the skeletal system. Next, we are going to discuss about the two tissues. There are two types of tissues. One is ligaments and tendons. Ligaments are that group of tissues which join basically bone to bone. You can see your thigh bone is connected to the leg bone through a group of tissues. That group of tissues that is called as a ligament. You can also check your fingers where two bones are connected with the tissues. That group of tissues that are called as a ligaments. Now you can see the right side in the picture where muscles they are helpful in attaching where muscles are connected to the bone, and how these muscles they connected to bone, that is again through the group of tissues, that group of tissues which, and they are non-elastic in nature, which are called as a tendon. So what is the function of muscles? Muscles help in contraction and relaxation. So due to contraction and relaxation of these muscles, our body moves. All that movement takes place due to the contraction and relaxation of the muscles. Next, we are going to discuss about the reproductive system. So, a reproductive system including reproduction, in which the parents they are able to reproduce and they are able to produce the new young ones so as to continue the existence continues the existence of the species. So reproduction it occurs. We have both male and female reproductive system, but this system is very in brief in your book. So we will study about this system now. So first is the reproductive system. All the living beings they reproduce. Why the living beings they reproduce? So as to ensure the continuity of the species, so as to continue the life. So reproduction must be occur. It should occur. So next we will discuss the different type of reproductive system. One is of male reproductive system and other is female reproductive system. Male reproductive system has a pair of testes, and these a pair of testes that produces the cells, and that time cells are called as a sperm. So basically sperms they are helpful in producing they further undergo the process of fertilization, and generally they are responsible of producing the new generations. Similarly, in female body a pair of ovaries are there, and that pair of ovaries they help to produce the eggs. Next comes the fertilization process. You can see fertilization is a process in which there is a fusion of the male, that is the sperm, with an egg occurs, and with that fusion a zygote is formed, and that zygote again develops into an embryo. Embryo it grows inside the mother's body, it becomes a fetus, and baby when mother it give birth to a baby. Clear? So this is a whole about the reproductive system. Nothing you have to study in detail. Only you should know about that male are having the testes which produce sperm cells, and female they are having the ovary, pair of ovaries which produces the egg. Fusion of sperm and egg that forms the zygote, which further divide to become an embryo. Embryo grows and form a baby inside the mother's body. So this is all about today's topic. I hope you all have it, all the system, that is the nervous system, reproductive system, skeletal system and excretory system. All the system has been clear to you. Stay safe, stay healthy at home. Keep enjoying my video lectures. Thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you.